Do you feel ready like to show an author's claim and reasons? Because you're gonna have to do something very similar to this on the mastery check. Do you feel ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So Modern Classroom is basically taking all of the best practices that we've learned and we're actually implementing them in the classroom. And it's kind of the structure of how to do it because we've been told and taught all through our teacher programs that we should be creating a classroom that's student-centered, and this is actually making it student-centered.
It's been revolutionary for me because it gives me a chance to work with kids more one-on-one instead of teaching the traditional model in front of the classroom. I can help more people this way.
You get to help students like self-pace, and when you pre-record your videos and you pre-record your lessons, then it offers you up as a teacher to have more one-on-one work time with students. I just think that we can tweak it a little bit more on organization-wise. Instead of making it like a diary entry, we could make it more of like a story. The standards reference grading system that 259 has in place actually works out pretty well with it. So I just take like a target, create a unit out of it with different videos of myself kind of pre-recorded, and then from there they kind of work through the progress tracker, and with that progress tracker then they have like different check-ins with me, and I can kind of keep them on track, they can keep themselves on track. Then at the end, like I have a hard deadline with their standard and I'm like, hey, you're gonna have a mastery check on this date.
Do you feel ready? Yeah. Okay, awesome. Go ahead and drop those at your desk and I will hand you a mastery check. On the teacher side, it's all those best practices that we learn in college where it's like, you're supposed to do backwards planning and all of this. Modern Classroom is set up for that. We always start with the target. We look at what is the mastery check? What do they actually have to do to show me they understand the content? And then you work back to what practice activities are gonna help them master that. And then finally, how do I make an engaging video and notes that are gonna help them, succeed on the practice and then eventually pass that mastery check.
And then check off what you've done yesterday and the day before. All right? Use this every day. This will help you. I make the videos myself, and I try to keep them as short as I can to give the kids what they need, but give them the chance to explore on their own after they watch the video. So I keep them around 5 to 6 minutes. It's a lot of fun to make the videos. If I mess up, I mess up in person, so I mess up on video and it's fine. I can be myself, and I can be imperfect, and it's okay.
Howdy, howdy, welcome to lesson 1. So as always, y'all, this is going to start off with guided notes.
There is a correlation that people are making between Modern Classroom and the whole pandemic virtual learning, which is fair because I know we started learning a lot about this during the pandemic, but really it's very different. We're able to see them in the classroom, engaging with the videos, engaging with the notes. We're having those conversations with them. The video is just a very, very small portion of the actual Modern Classroom.
I feel closer to my students, actually. It frees up my time in the classroom, and so I'm able to understand at a deeper level where the misinformation is within the target and like what they've missed. I'm able to go and have conversations with students that I wouldn't normally get to have during a class period.
It's freed me up to work with the kids who really need me. Either they're ahead and they need a little bit more to get ahead, or they're behind and they need a little more to catch up.
This is the first time in my career where I can really specifically say where every student is on every target at any moment, because I have met with them, we've talked through their misunderstandings, we've talked through the things that they need to do to master the content, and it's awesome. Like, Modern Classroom has totally changed the way that I teach, but it's like all the things that I've always known that I needed to be able to do in my classroom. It's just now I have a structure for how to do them.
Good job, good job. You guys ready for this? Okay, so it's just one question for each target. I really like the Modern Classroom model, and I keep tweaking it as I go. I mean, it's not something set in stone, so you can grow and find new things that work.
Yeah, so my first lesson was an absolute flop. Like, I had this whole unit in mind and I was like, yeah, go for it. And it failed. it failed miserably. So I had to definitely like rethink how I was going about it. As teachers, like we're reflective people, and I think even now, like I'm already looking at, okay, so next year when this unit comes up, this is how I'm gonna change this video. And I'm really looking forward to like next year because I'll have the whole unit already kind of created and I'll just need to go in and make those little edits.
This is also a really good piece of evidence. Yes, that perfectly fits with that. Awesome. I would encourage any classroom teacher to check it out. I feel like this model really, it's all the basics that we've always been told. We've always been taught that we need to have a student-centered classroom, that we need to focus on the whole child. This gives you the time and space to do that.
It's a movement. I think it's something that will grow, and we have our own teams that some teachers in the district have started. So as we find more teachers doing Modern Classroom, we just add them to the team, and there's lots of resources and lots of support.
Relationships are why teachers become teachers. Like we want to make a difference in their lives and the students' lives. And with the Modern Classroom, you are able to have those one-on-one connections because of the freedom that the classroom has.
I just think it's a beautiful method. I'm super glad that I did the summer training. It's been such a positive impact on my career, and I feel like on all my students. They are loving it. They're finding this to just be like, you know, fun and engaging because yes, it's kind of like a challenge to check things off the list. They're getting to work with one another. They're taking responsibility for their learning, all the positive things. Love it.